Hi, this is Rachel over at Moonlight Library. I am here today for a flip through of my reading journal. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. If you are not new here, then welcome back. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to light a little candle. This is from World Market. It is Clementine and Honey. Very beautiful. They have like miniature ones that are not very expensive. Super cute. There we go. Okay, so let's start by opening this. Same first page, just Moonlight Library reading journal. Still looks ugly as can be. I like the stickers I used and my little stamp. Maybe I'll do something else. Also, let me know if you think I should put stickers on the front of my journal. I feel like that would be really cute, but I don't know what stickers I would use. Okay, so here we go. Intro page. This is my index. In the index, so far we have 30 books. This goes from January 2023 to March 2023. I've so far filled out this page, so I'm glad that I did an additional index page. So like we have all of that, and if I do anything extra, I can just slot something in. So I just put the title and then I put my star rating. I don't know if I'm going to do that again because I feel like I'm writing the same thing over and over again. It might just be best just to have the titles, and just so I have kind of an idea of like, okay, what's in this journal. Maybe I'll categorize them by month. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I had to add some washi tape here because it started falling apart. Because there was this like first page in here that was like a dress and like, I don't know, all this sort of stuff. And I was like, I don't really like that. Let me get that out of the way. So I didn't really like that. So I cut it out, but then it's made other pages start falling out. So like this whole area was falling apart. So on this, you'll see that I have 10 shelves, but I do plan on adding one here and one here because I'm doing them like January, February, March, and then on we go. So I obviously only filled out this much, but on the February shelf, I ended up having to add books because I read more than I thought I would be reading, I guess, or I didn't really expect myself to be doing this like each month shelf, and I really like it so far. Maybe I should also color the actual shelves. That would be kind of cute. Okay. We have the best book of the month. So each month I write down the book that I enjoyed the most. So January we have How High We Go in the Dark. February we have Love on the Brain. March we have The Serpent and the Wings of Night. This doesn't specifically mean that these books will be my favorite books of the year. It just means they're my favorite books of the month I read them in, because maybe there won't be a favorite book in that month. I don't really know yet. So physical TBR, crazy enough, I've actually read more books off my physical TBR this year than I did last year, even though you'll see there aren't that many I've read so far. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them so far out of however many that is. And that's pretty good for me at this point. I have a goal this year to actually read my physical TBR, so that's what I've been working on here. And I'm like really trying to stick by it. I actually have I just calculated on Goodreads, I have a shelf called Physical TBR that I was adding to yesterday, and I got to like 264 or something. That doesn't even count some of the books. Like I primarily, I don't put on my like classics or anything onto there. Anyways, we have our series tracker. I really like this one. I've blacked out any ones that I've read in the past, and then I'm putting pink for ones that I have currently read. I accidentally put Finlay Donovan twice because I had written it before, and then after I read the first one, I wrote it again without even noticing that I had written it before. So that's fine. This one is kind of weird because I have like, it's the Crown of Naxia. I'm not sure. That's the name of the series. It's the Serpent and the Wings of Night series. There's a half book, like a point, like 1.5 or something. And I think I might read that. So I just like kind of brought it out here and put like half or something because it's only a duology. Next is genres, which surprise, surprise. My most read is horror. Also, second is romance. I read like 5 romances in the first 2 weeks of February because I was like trying to mainly read romances at that time. So I'm really like up in that, but I don't think I usually read that many romances, but other than that, sci-fi and fantasy, speculative, historical, crazy, nonfiction, mystery, thriller, and then 1 graphic novel. No literary fiction or contemporary fiction, not that surprising. I should probably give those less bars because I don't read that many of them, so it doesn't really make sense for me. So monthly stats, this is just an easy monthly stats. I finally started, this is 2023. I wrote 2022 to begin with, whoopsies. But I finally read some 2023 books and I was like, look at me this month, whoa, or March. Okay, so we have my pages and at the end, I think I'll like total them down here or something. My book club and then my ratings. I like this spread. I like having this. Buzzwordathon, which is Kayla over at Books and Lala, her kind of yearly readathon thing, or reading challenge. I didn't read a book with secret in the title in March, but maybe I'll read one not in March. Who knows? So now we have January. I started doing TBR and I only do 4. So like to keep it easy, and I might not even finish it. You'll see that I did not finish it this time. And then I put each book that I read. And I kind of have a winter theme going on. So now we're going to parts that you've never seen before. Oh no, just kidding. January movies and shows. I was separating these, but then I realized like, why am I doing that? It doesn't really make sense. This is too much space for this spread. I feel like I don't know. I didn't like it. You'll see in the future that I do not do that. Also, I don't rate TV shows because I'm like, I don't really have anything to rate it by. Like, it's just more of like an enjoyment factor for me. That's it. Oh, I didn't separate it because you'll see like Jenny and Georgia, The Bear, Fleischman's in Trouble is over here. Put hearts if I really liked it. So how high we go in the dark. So in the beginning of my reading journal, I mainly got things from Nat Geo and I did like little writings about the books. And I also put the author, the rating, the publication date, and the genre. But I feel like this is like almost too much work. And also I don't actually like journaling about or like writing down all this stuff. I mainly like this for creating kind of a mood board. That's what I'm enjoying. And then also just having all the titles and stuff and statistics. Like I love the statistics of a reading journal. So Goodnight Pun Pun, A Flicker in the Dark. And we're doing like full page spreads here. That's craziness. Finlay Donovan Knocks Him Dead. We Spread. They're all just like vibes, kind of. White Horse. I kind of like this one. I found horses and this skull. Bunny. I have like a swan and pills. So good. And like some chiffon fabric or something. The It Girl. Kind of collegiate. Yeah. So then we go on to February. We still have kind of the winter vibes. We have our TBR, which I finished, crazy. And then secondly, we have our read, like everything I actually read. So movies and TV shows, I just put it on one page. It's not as pretty and happy as I would hope it would be, but I just kind of like threw it in there. So this is what we're living with right now. But we have book lovers. Sometimes it's hard. Like, I'm thinking about buying a printer so that I can actually print things, because finding everything in Nat Geos can be kind of difficult. Like, I use the Nat Geos for like art purposes, and it's hard to find exactly the picture you want in a Nat Geo. So Light Pirate, I feel like I accidentally ripped this butterfly and then I actually really liked it. So funny you should ask. I wish I had used this picture for, gosh, I can't remember which one. There was something that I was like, this would have worked so much better. Oh, I was gonna do Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I haven't read it yet, but that picture would have worked really well, I feel like. Even though I don't know what that book's about, I just feel like this like old-timey woman and a mirror. I don't know. Anyways, people we meet on vacation, The Bodyguard. I don't particularly love this spread or this one, but it's fine. It's fine. Love on the Brain. There are a lot of brains happening here. And then I have a page of short reads because I was like, okay, we're just gonna, like, I read 4 novellas in a day. And I did not want to do separate spreads for each of them, so I just kind of wrote them down and put a little cute thing. Then we have Legendborn. This is kind of like their magic, all the colors and stuff. The Change. And then we have March. In March, we're getting kind of green. I'm loving my March spread. I think I'm actually missing something from right here. No, I watched that movie now. I haven't been watching much, I feel like. So I just watched like a couple of movies. I watched all the more recent Scream movies, except for like the most recent Scream movie. And then I've also watched a couple of shows. And then I didn't read a ton of books. I read like 8 books, 8 books, but that's pretty good. So now you'll see that I have started doing half-page spreads, and it kind of looks a lot better. And I just started using these little pictures, but it's not like I can find a picture for everything, but I've done a pretty good job. So Daisy Jones and the Six has its own page, and maybe I'll devote pages to books that I'm enjoying more. House of Hunger, How to Sell a Haunted House, I'm Glad My Mom Died, Finlay Donovan Jumps the Gun. I was thinking about like writing a little something maybe. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. I could not fit any of those words in there. It's a very long title. Tell the Wolves I'm Home. And then lastly, The Serpent and the Wings of Night and The Writing Retreat. So I'm enjoying what's happening right now in my reading journal. I feel like, I'll flip it back to the front. I feel like I need to take some time and kind of think about what I want and where I want to go with this, because I think I want to change up my style and how I'm creating this. And that's pretty exciting. So I don't know, stay tuned. I think I'll do like a Q2, like Q2 wrap up as well. Maybe I'll do quarterly, maybe I'll do like half yearly, but I just wanted to show you where I am right now, especially when I'm starting to think about branching out and changing. Maybe like I'll have more stat pages from throughout, because I've been watching other people's and they have different spreads throughout. It doesn't have to just be like March reads with the TBR and what I read, and then my TV shows, and then the books. Like I can also have like the spreads I want to add, because I want to have some spreads that have to do with my booktube channel. So that might be fun to like have like a couple that I add in later. Yeah, we have a good amount of pages left though too. So I feel pretty good. Okay, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed my reading journal. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Bye.